Jenni Janakka, but you can call me Jenny! Back in business. I had my summer holidays, I'm back here, and look, I got some tan, even though it hasn't been so hot summer this year. Doesn't matter, let's start. This time I'm gonna be talking about a drug that has a nickname, female Viagra. The original Viagra was released on 1998, and now we should have this similar drug for women called Lybrido or Lybridos. A few years ago, newspapers were making articles that this Lybrido or Lybridos is going to be available late 2016. Well, it's 2017, and when I visit few pharmacies here in Helsinki and I ask about those drugs, they haven't heard about it. I also checked from the EMA, European Medical Agency website, and there was no sign of these drugs. Author Daniel Bergner made this topic hot in 2013 in US when his book What Women Want, Adventures in Science of Female Desire came out. Among the other things, he pointed out that this kind of drug, female Viagra, might be available soon. By the way, I recommend this book. It's a good book. Right away, there was this two kind of ways to look at this thing. Like what this kind of drug would do to society. One way of looking at this thing, and this is something that author Daniel Bergner wanted to articulate, is that this is for women who have been in long relationship and there is this lack of desire. The other way of looking at this thing was that should we be afraid that women become some sort of nymphs? That this would increase the whole corruption of monogamous family-based society. And this is something that FDA, Food and Drug Administration in US was concerned. They were worried that women will become hypersexualized. I mean, come on, they are trying to come up with some sort of drug for female desire, and right away what you are thinking is that how this affect the whole society. Like women's body are not their own body, they are society's bodies. Women, keepers of monogamy. Back to this drug. Many have pointed out that it is incorrect to say it's female Viagra. And this is because Viagra's effect is only physical. It increases the blood flow, which makes penetration possible. But Lybrido and Lybridos are both physical and mental. There is testosterone and also some modified chemicals, serotonin and dopamine. So Viagra makes sex physically possible, but it does not have any influence on sex drive. And these female Viagras should do. They should have an effect on body and mind. Although there's a few problems, and this is a quote from the drug company's website. Both drugs can be taken on demand and help to increase central sexual motivation about 3 to 6 hours after intake. Seriously? 3 to 6 hours? You really need to know when you're about to have some sex. And by the way, these drugs doesn't go along with alcohol. So bye-bye to that romantic glass of red wine or something. These female Viagras are made for women who has a FSAD, female sexual arousal disorder. One of the largest criticisms to this female sexual arousal disorder is that whether it is actual disorder or just some made-up thing for good business. Pfizer's peer-reviewed medical journal indicated that 45% of women suffers FSD. 45%! It was pretty simple 7-question survey. Questions where respondents were giving yes or no answers. You wanna know if you suffer FSD? Cause here are the questions. Lacked interest in having sex. Were unable to come to climax. Came to climax too quickly. Experienced physical pain during the intercourse. Did not find sex pleasurable even if sex was not painful. Felt anxious just before having sex. Had trouble lubricating. If you answer it yes at any of those questions, you are classified as having FSD. I like the idea that if there would be this kind of joy-filled female Viagra, or if you're really suffering FSAD, sure. But so far there is no drug to boost female sexual desire except Addyi. That treats premenopausal women with hypoactive sexual desire disorder, and that drug needs to be taken daily. Calling that female Viagra. It is even more incorrect than calling Lybrido or Lybridos as female Viagra. Female sexuality is a complex thing, and the stigma that we are still having on it in our society makes much more damage than any drug can fix. By the way, I have tried Viagra. This happened some time ago. Now I'm sharing some personal story. I was waiting my lover to show up, and when I got text that he will be arriving in 40 minutes, I took the blue pill. And, well, the effect, my heart started jumping like crazy, and my ears turned into red. Like, this was the color of my ears. They were like, I had red ears. And that's it. I would say that stay-ups that I was wearing when my lover came had a bigger effect than the blue pill. Those 20-10 nylon things on my legs make me feel hot. And for me, that is way more stimulating. If you want to know more about this topic, I have put some links down below. Go ahead, read. Otherwise, if you like this video, please subscribe and maybe leave some comments down below. There's gonna be a new video next Thursday. Till the next time, hey!